In this video, I'll go over some of the biggest changes Cities Skylines 2 has implemented in comparison with Cities Skylines 1. So without further ado, let's get building. Starting off the list with game progression, this is very different in Cities 2 than in Cities 1. Whereas in Cities Skylines 1, you would have to reach a certain amount of population in your city to reach the next milestone, in Cities Skylines 2, the milestones are unlocked with XP. You can gain XP by building roads and buildings, so technically you can reach the final milestone without ever unpausing the game. As you progress through the milestones in Cities Skylines 2, you will also unlock development points which can be used in the development tree to unlock certain services depending on the needs of your city. In Cities 1, you would simply unlock the services without deciding what your city currently needs. Now, the map tiles are also very different. In Cities Skylines 2, you can unlock smaller, but a lot more tiles to buy. You can even buy tiles that are not connected to any tile you currently own, which is quite the difference from Cities Skylines 1, where you could only buy tiles that were connected to each other. Let's talk about the economy next. In Cities Skylines 2, you can individually tax the different education levels, the different goods that are sold in your city, and the various goods which are produced in your city. In Cities Skylines 1, the player can simply choose to raise or lower taxes for the individual zones. There is no fine-tuning the taxes. Loans are also a thing in Cities Skylines 2. However, the loan system is a bit different. Whereas in Cities Skylines 1, you could choose between 3 different fixed loans, in Cities Skylines 2, there is only one option. You can, however, choose to increase the loan as you need. The production panel is something new to the Cities games. Here you can see various information regarding the goods your city produces, imports, or exports. This view can help you determine which type of specialized industry you should focus on building. If you have a deficit for a certain product, for instance, you can simply place more of that type of specialized industry. Keep in mind that some specialized industries need natural resources and some don't. It's also worth noting that all the products have a purpose. If we take grain for an example, you will see that grain goes into petrochemicals. The petrochemicals go into plastics. The plastics go into electronics. The electronics goes into software, and software goes into financial media and telecom. So it's all an intricate network that plays together. That was not that detailed in Cities Skylines 1. A new feature in Cities Skylines 2 are the service upgrades. Rather than simply placing service buildings all over your city, you can increase their capacity by upgrading. If it's more space for patients in medical clinics, or more fire trucks that can spawn from fire stations, you can upgrade to the needs of your city. In Cities 1, you would have to place more clinics or fire stations to have the same effect. Another nice feature is that you can assign services to operate in a specific district. So in Cities 1, you would have a service vehicle drive all the way across the map to reach a location, but in Cities 2, you can limit a service building's reach by assigning it to a district. That's pretty cool. The AI overall has gotten revamped compared to the first installment. The traffic AI is seemingly smarter, using multiple lanes, making room for emergency services, if there is room, or altering their routes due to the occurrences that happen on their journey, such as traffic accidents. In Cities Skylines 1, a citizen would not veer off its predetermined path unless it was made unavailable by the player. The road tools in Cities Skylines 2 give the player much more freedom for road building than in Cities Skylines 1. The options to draw your roads are basically endless. A new feature are the road services, where you can add or remove pedestrian crossings, traffic lights, stop signs, and much more. Roads can also be stacked on top of each other, which is a truly amazing feature in Cities Skylines 2. In Cities 1, you are a lot more restricted when it comes to road building. Obviously, we have seasons in the game now. Watch as your city goes from spring, over summer, to autumn, and all the way to a snowy winter wonderland. This was not a feature in Cities Skylines 1. The next new thing we have is free landscaping. That's right. Landscaping in Cities Skylines 2 is free, and the best part is it's unlocked right from the start. That means you can shape your selected map to your liking right from the get-go. In Cities Skylines, landscaping would cost you quite the amount of money. Oh dear. Next on the list is air pollution, which is also a new mechanic in Cities Skylines 2. The wind direction, which can be seen in the info views, is crucial as you want to be careful about the air pollution that can spread from your industry in the direction of the arrows shown. In Cities 1, we only had the ground and water pollution, but not the air pollution. In Cities Skylines 2, we also have the ability to follow citizens through their life path in the Lifepath journal. Citizens have a life path with different events such as graduating from school, finding a spouse, getting a new job, and moving to a new home, or even away from the city. You can also rename that citizen and keep tabs on them. And now, if you want to know everything there is to know about roads in Cities Skylines 2, I highly recommend you check out this video right over here. Thank you so much for giving me your attention. Have a great rest of your day, and please stay safe out there. Bye bye.